Howdy folks, hope you're all having a great weekend and welcome back to Phantom Liberty, the expansion for Cyberpunk 2077, where we've sneaked our way into Dogtown, accompanied by Songbird, a netrunner who's hijacked the Relic chip and put Johnny into standby mode in order to guide us through the ins and outs of what appears to be some kind of rescue mission for the President of the new United States of America, whose aircraft, Space Force One, has been taken over and is being brought down inside Dogtown. Not my president, why should I give a shit? Well, Songbird claims that she, or rather the president, can reverse the damage being done to me and prevent me from dying due to the effects of having a Relic chip in my head. So, well, got nothing to lose and everything to gain. So here we are. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to Dogtown. So, why does Dogtown even exist? Well, for that we're going to have a bit of a history lesson, and it all comes down to the Unification War of 2069. A war started by the person we're here to rescue. Current President of the new United States of America and former CEO of the Militech Corporation, Rosalind Myers. Unsurprisingly, the Free States didn't like the idea of being brought back under federal rule, and so a war was fairly inevitable. Let's just start selling.
Green collection. Ain't scared something will go off on its own?
I'm jacked into all of them. Feedback loop, cohesive connections, and all that. Chill.
All of these are your peripheries. Not afraid of an overload?
Me? Afraid? No, wait. Maybe. Anywho, don't want the gear to get cold now, do we? Hey, check out this bad boy. Rostovich DB2 Satara. The word is, this cube named Brick owned it.
Where'd you get that piece?
Hey, a good dealer never reveals their sources. I'm all about the lost, the found, and the kinky. Make all your lethal dreams come true.
You know what? I'm just going to take a minute to see what this guy has for sale. Oh, a smart SMG. I'm playing through as a netrunner, and with the new skill trees in basically Cyberpunk 2.0, various different specializations work better with certain types of weapons. And as a netrunner, it's all about the smart guns. I mean, anybody can use a smart gun as long as you've got a ballistic coprocessor installed. But if you've specialized as a netrunner, you get a lot more functionality out of them. They're a lot more accurate. They take less time to lock on. Things like that, as well as additional benefits. See what else he's got. I'm just going to sell all the shit that I'm not using. Keeping hold of the iconic weapons though, because they can be upgraded to legendary status. But I'll sell all the junk that I've picked up on the way here that I'm never going to use. A chainsword? Really? Warhammer 40k called. It wants its melee weapons back. Right, anyway. I think that'll do for now.
Radical mods, June. Never seen anything like that on a non-maelstrom.
You mean this? Ain't seen nothing yet. Check this out. Well, this shit here.
What happened? Some kind of accident?
There's a bunch of theories. Cyberpsychosis, childhood accident, mind blast, body dysmorphia. Take your pick.
Which one's the real one?
Whichever one's gonna land me a sale. Speaking of, how can I help?
Okay, that'll do. Oh, actually, I should probably equip that new SMG. Anyway, yeah, the Unification War, the reason why Dogtown even exists within Night City. So, in 2069, President Rosalind Myers, newly elected President of the NUSA and former CEO of the Militech Corporation, decided that she wanted to bring all of those autonomous free states back under federal rule. This included the states of Arizona, Colorado, Idaho, Montana, Nevada, New Mexico, Oregon, Texas, Washington, Wyoming, and Night City, which was a free city rather than a free state, but not Southern California. Southern California was part of the new United States of America, but Night City's northern neighbor, Northern California, was not. This, of course, put Night City right on the firing line. With the hostile state of Southern California to the south, but a friendly state to the north, but not a friendly state it was necessarily going to risk any of their troops and military equipment to defend the autonomy of Night City. And Night City, of course, doesn't have any kind of standing army, so it's fairly safe to say that Night City was in the shit. So, with a division of Militech troops massing on their southern border, and the Militech Corporation at this point is basically the US Army. I mean, both the current president, Rosalind Myers, and her predecessor, President Kress, they were both the CEO of the Militech Corporation before becoming president. And in fact, the current serving CEO of the Militech Corporation is also the Secretary of State for Defense. So, whenever I say the Militech Corporation here, I'm basically saying the US Army as well. So Militech/US Army forces started pushing into Night City and got as far as this football stadium, the current location of Dogtown. And that assault was spearheaded by none other than the guy currently in control of Dogtown, Kurt Hansen, who at the time was a colonel in the US Army/the Militech Corporation. But the assault was called off by the sudden and very unexpected arrival of an Arasaka Corporation supercarrier in Night City Bay, basically sitting there saying, come and have a go if you think you're hard enough. Now, of course, the Arasaka Corporation weren't doing this out of the goodness of their hearts. They'd been invited in by former councilman and current mayor, Lucius Rhyme, striking a bit of a deal with the devil there in order to ensure the continued freedom of his city. The Arasaka Corporation wanted a foothold back in the lucrative North American market, which had been dominated by Militech ever since the bombing of the Arasaka Tower in 2023. Now, if you've gotten this far in the game, you will have already played through all of that in a series of flashbacks where you play as Keanu Reeves' character Johnny Silverhand, who was responsible for the bombing of the Arasaka Tower, using a nuke that had been supplied by a Militech strike team. Of course, the US government/the Militech Corporation blamed the entire bombing on Arasaka as an excuse to kick them out of the North American market, conveniently overlooking the fact that they were actually kind of behind the whole thing. President Myers, however, not wanting to start a fifth corporate war while in the middle of fighting a unification war, decided to cut her losses. Night City wasn't worth the trouble and pulled the troops out, all except those guys. The ones beating up that unfortunate bystander, the bar guests. Colonel Hansen's battalion, who decided, fuck that, mutinied. They quite liked it here. They were going to start running things their own way.
Been meaning to ask. How bad is it for you?
Clock's ticking, and fast. Relic will finish me, sooner rather than later.
But you're here, looking for a means to survive. Still fighting. Think you'd do anything for another chance?
Can't deny it.
Chin up. We're in this together.
There is that.
So, there you have it. Brief history of the Unification War, and an explanation for the existence of Dogtown. The Unification War, by the way, started by the person we're here to rescue, President Myers, was a mostly pointless waste of life and money, because it never actually succeeded in bringing any of the free states back under federal control. North Dakota, South Dakota, and Utah did rejoin the Union, but they did it before the war broke out because they could see that war was coming and they didn't want any part of it. So all of the free states that existed when war was declared are still free states now.
All right. Time you got up on the roof.
The hell for?
For the view. And I'm not being coy here. I mean, you'll see where we land, literally.
Oh yeah, just so we're all still on the same page, Songbird is actually talking to me from Space Force 1. She's actually on board with President Myers. And the spacecraft has been hacked and is being brought down for a forced landing here in Dogtown. This all does kind of beg the question that if Songbird is this, shit-hot super hacker that she's made out to be, somebody up there with the likes of Spider Murphy, who was Johnny Silverhand's hacker during the 2023 Arasaka Tower bombing attack, or legendary Rach Bartmoss, the guy who crashed the internet. If she's supposed to be that good, how is a rival hacker able to infiltrate and take control of the vehicle that she's on?
The elevator.
I'm not asking that question in order to foreshadow any kind of spoiler or anything, by the way.
Shit! Little circuit. I've lost access.
What now?
Try and restart the generator.
I mean, at this point, as you're watching this video, you know exactly as much as I do. I don't actually know what's happening.
You upset or something?
I detest wrinkles like this, when things don't go as planned.
Yeah, forget about it. Junk upon junk here.
Finally, pop in. Elevator's roofbound.
I mean, I've done my best to try to
FYI,
avoid
we're about
spoilers.
to cross into Night City airspace.
Might be a bit of a shock. Braced for it. And whatever comes next.
Not sure one can ever be ready for a forced landing. Dogtown of all places. But having you means my chances are looking up.
But it just all seems mighty suspicious. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it's Space Force 1. How does anybody hack that without inside knowledge? Particularly when presidential network security is being run by somebody of the caliber of Songbird. I mean, she is really, really good. That's why she's the president's network security officer. So, we've either got a fairly major plot hole here, or not. And I'm actually onto something. And I'm right to not trust her. I guess we're going to see. But I genuinely do not know one way or the other at this point. It just all seems mighty suspicious.
You made it. Good.
How's the sitch on board?
Stable, but tension's rising. Unsurprisingly. See that? It's us. Space Force 1. We're descending. In for a rough... Oh, fuck.
What? What's going on?
Oh, that was never part of the plan. There go the countermeasures. Decoyed the first missile, there's another one.
V, the president! You have to...
Okay.
Songbird! God damn it! Holy shit!
Oh shit. Oh fuck. Right, so that happened.
Okay. Got this. Save the president. Sure. No fucking problem.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to Phantom Liberty. I guess this is kind of really where it all starts. Starting with the president. I guess she ain't going to rescue herself. You know, even if my theory about Songbird being a rat is correct, there's definitely still more going on here than meets the eye, because she didn't have any part in that missile attack. That was definitely not part of the plan. I mean, that put her life in just as much danger as everybody else on board Space Force 1. So there's something else going on here. Even if I'm right, and I'm not sure I am, but there's something else going on that we don't know about.
Wonderful!
Oh, and that'll be Hansen's forces mobilising to get to the crash site. You know what? Why walk when I can just take over a vehicle? This'll do. It's almost like they left it there for a reason.
Okay, I'm back.
Songbird!
And out. Landed safely.
Shit, Songbird! Thought you might have... Fuck!
Yeah, I know. Songbird the cat. Life number 9 commenced. Alas. I made sure to get Myers to the safe room before I ejected. Run to the wreckage, V. Save her.
Missile, Songbird? They just shot you clean out of the sky. No fucking way.
I had no idea Hansen was that fucked in the head.
We're that fucking determined.
You need to hurry.
What then? Got a plan?
Find Myers, get her to Liz Crest Street. It'll be the safest spot in Dogtown right now.
Right.
I'll be in touch. Godspeed, V.
Well, I'm not getting through that checkpoint in a hurry. At least, not in a vehicle. So. Fuck, look at this mess. How am I getting through? Maybe this way? Yeah, this looks like my best bet. Yep. Yeah, this has got to be it. Okay. Oh, get her to Liz Crest Street. That's a reference, by the way, to the former president of the NUSA, Elizabeth Crest, who served 11 terms in office, apparently. Yeah, they did away with things like limits on presidential terms quite early on in the 21st century. Okay. Oh, bad guys. Right. Okay, I'm good here. They can't see me. Are they coming this way? I'm going to ping them just so I can keep track of them. There they are. Alright, I'm not going to have to take these guys out, just let them go past. There's a couple of more up there. Alright, nice and easy does it. There's not a huge... I mean, I suppose I could probably sneak past, but let's see if there's anything I can use as a distraction. That floodlight. Shit, it's not close enough.
Come on,
Wait.
let's play a game.
Nope. Where are they off to? They've been alerted by something. Certainly wasn't a flashlight that I overloaded. This area is crawling with Barghest troops. Let's try using that as a distraction. Well, that one worked. Come on, get a bit closer, this is fine. And now, I'm going to initiate an overload. So there are certain perks within the netrunner skill tree that allow you to, well, basically do shit like that, but do 40% more damage in the explosion generated by anything that you overload. Which is kind of nice. So let's do another distraction down there. That one's worked as well, good. Let's draw them away. Ah, crap. I want to overload that as well, but it's on cooldown. Alright, I'm going to actually, because these guys are now close enough together that I might be able to get them all with a contagion hack. Now this is a direct attack, and if they have a netrunner amongst them, I could be traced. And I am being traced. The contagion quick hack is really cool. It's not quite as powerful as it used to be before 2.0, and honestly it did kind of need nerfing, because previously I could just sit outside a building, ping somebody inside, hit them with a contagion quick hack. You know, once I'd had enough skill points invested in it, and basically wipe out the entire building, once this contagion hack would just bounce between everybody on the same network. What it does is it hijacks your cybernetic implants and has them start pumping toxins into your bloodstream. It's really nasty. It's still pretty good, but it's not as good as it was prior to 2.0. Alright, I have been traced, but a day late and a dollar short. Took out everybody before they could actually react to my presence. And those guys behind me are coming back up. Loot the contents of the crate. I think I'm only level 22 or 23 here, so, you know, I don't have that many points expended in the netrunner build, but it's still pretty effective. One of the things that you can do now, by the way, is queue multiple attacks on the same target, something that you couldn't do prior to 2.0. You need a good cyber deck installed, though, because obviously the number of attacks that you can queue are limited by the amount of RAM that you have available. But if you do have enough RAM available, and yeah, you see me, so smart gun, locked on. You notice how the shots track the target. There's a lock-on time though. But as a netrunner, you can invest perks in the smart weapons skill tree, which drastically reduces the amount of lock-on time required, and even allows you to maintain lock after breaking line of sight on the target. I'm being traced again, but for now they don't know exactly where I am. Let's finish that guy off with a smart gun. Right, okay, no longer being traced. There are certain synergies that you can do as well. I mean, they start off fairly basic. If you have the embedded exploit perk, as soon as you ping a group of enemies, then all of your quick hacks to them do 60% more damage. So, contagion, I mean, I'm saying it's not as good as it was prior to 2.0, but the base contagion ability isn't quite as good as it was prior to 2.0. You kind of have to stack various different synergies on it, and then it can become absolutely terrifying. And just having that embedded exploit perk, as long as you ping the enemies first, contagion will now do 60% more damage to all of them. And it gets better. Wow, that guy took some putting down. But yeah, you can set up combos, and they're absolutely terrifying. I don't think I have enough skill points invested yet because I'm only like level 22 to be able to pull off something like this. But just as an example, you can ping a bunch of enemies, trigger the embedded exploit perk in order to do 60% more damage to them, hit them all with contagion, and then start using overheat on them to trigger explosions. And if you have the warning explosion hazard perk, which I do, explosions do 80% more damage on top of the 60% more damage that the embedded exploit does. I mean, you can do crazy amounts of damage beyond just the basic, oh, there's a bunch of enemies, I'll hit them with a contagion quick hack. I mean, at the minute, that's all I'm really doing. And it's not bad, although I am taking advantage of some of the new features in 2.0 with a netrunner build, namely the ability to queue more than one quick hack on the same target. You're only really limited by the amount of spare RAM that you have. So those guys on the other side of the driveway over there, or whatever you call it, I queued multiple contagions on them. If I'd gone to the trouble of pinging them first, the multiple contagions were enough to take them down, but it would have been an extra 60% damage from the embedded exploit perk if I'd pinged them first. Oh, he's still alive. That may seem a bit cold and callous. Okay, it was. But you gain netrunner experience for taking people down with your quick hacks. But the contagion quick hack is a non-lethal attack, it just disables them. You can get more experience by killing them and finishing them off afterwards. And oh, hang on a second. Songbird was talking about this earlier, because she's unlocked additional functionality in the Relic Relic chip. And it can be further upgraded with these Relic points, which you basically, there's stuff scattered around Dogtown that you can get Relic points from. Right. I think we've basically done at this side. Although I think, yeah, there's a couple of guys down there. But they don't know where I am, I don't need to kill them. So let's just loot the bodies. I'm unlikely to ever use these weapons. I mean, it's like I said, various different specializations get more out of different types of weapons. For me, it's all smart guns, which is just as well, because I'm a terrible shot.
Scaffolding. Scale it. Go.
I don't have to do what you say, you're not my real mum. Okay, fine. So, still trying to get to the crash site. And isn't it funny how quickly Hansen was able to throw up all those checkpoints? It's almost as if... I mean, it seems fairly obvious that Hansen was in on the whole bring down Space Force 1 deal. Otherwise, why bring it down in Dogtown? I mean, if you're bringing it down in Dogtown, Hansen is in on the deal. But the missile attack, that seemed to take everybody by surprise. He is altering the deal. Pray he doesn't alter it any further.
Shit. Hansen's people are there. Seems they've been given a job to finish.
How many are people there?
There were 11 on board, counting myself and Watson. Are we still alive? No idea. Must be some way I could... Wait, I got it. The crane arm. Hop on. I think I can put it up. Not a second to spare now.
Alright, where's the... Oh shit. Ow. That wasn't part of the plan. Where's the crane arm? Probably not going to find it down here. Okay, climb back up. Pop a health booster. Oh, there it is. Well, of course it is.
Across the roof. Wreck straight ahead.
The objective's further on. Am I supposed to just drop down here? Oh, I am. Oh, hello.
Vargas! Fuck yeah!
How are you? Right. Okay. This looks like mech.
Ready, steady. Enemy backups on the way.
I'm not sure how wise it is to be using mechs to defend the president when, given how easily Space Force 1 was hijacked, but whatever, here we go. Ping the group first, and then stack contagion on them. So the contagion's now doing 60% more damage, because I've pinged everybody with it. And I can just finish them off with a smart gun. I do like the smart gun, mostly because I'm a terrible shot at first-person shooter, but you'll notice that there are certain limitations. Lock-on range being one of them. Although you can improve this by investing points in the smart gun tree in the netrunner build. But you'll always be able to take targets out at much, much further range with anything other than a smart gun. That is definitely one of the drawbacks. Of course, I can quick hack anybody as long as I just have line of sight. And in fact, in some cases, I don't even need line of sight. The contagion quick hack being one example. It just jumps to anybody next to the primary target. In fact, it just finished jumping and took that guy out down below me. Didn't even see him. Right. There are some absolutely terrifying combos that you can come up with. And these are just the ones from the netrunner build. I'm sure that every other specialisation has its own. But there's this really nasty quick hack combo. I mean, I can't do it at my level. But you pick a target and you stack triple cyberware malfunction quick hacks on them. Now this is really cheap, they only cost 4 RAM each. Once you've done that, it reduces the RAM cost for cyber psychosis by 18 points of RAM. It makes it effectively free. And you turn your target into a cyber psycho who goes berserk and starts killing everybody around him. Even better if there isn't anybody around him. The only person for him to kill is himself. So he suicides. Think about that for a minute. I can just look at you and make you kill yourself. Well, I can't do it yet. I mean, I don't actually have the cyber psychosis quick hack yet. But I will. There are other synergies in other tech trees as well, specifically the technical ability tree. So, you know, I'm talking about how if you've used the netrunner embedded exploit quick hack, so when you ping a group of enemies, you do 60% more damage to them. And then if you've got the warning explosion hazard perk, explosions do another 80% increased damage. If you've taken the pyromania ability in the technical tree, those explosions now do a further, I think, 60% damage. And bear in mind, there are quick hacks which allow you to detonate the grenades in other people's pockets. Oh shit, where did you come from? You sneaky fuckers. I was trying to take cover there. You sneaky fucking Russians. I'm pretty sure they just came out of nowhere. Right, anyway, Space Force 1, we are there. Not sure exactly how I'm getting to it. Apparently I have to watch out for NUS agents. What's going on? I don't seem to have any available quick hacks. Oh, there we go. That was kind of weird. Right, Contagion, off you go. I can just sit here and wait for it to do its thing. It's not net. Oh yeah, I had an existing upload in progress. I mean, I have plenty of, well, I don't have plenty of RAM, I had 7 available. I think I have 8 now. This is why it's a good idea to stack quick hacks on the same target. You can do that, but you can't be uploading quick hacks to multiple different targets at the same time. You have to wait for your upload queue to finish. Which is a bit... Ah, right, there we go. I was wondering how I was going to get round. And yes, I do have a grenade launcher now in there. I mean, of course I do. Why wouldn't you? This is Cyberpunk. Right, I think we're nearly there. Again, just pick up all the stuff. I can break it down for crafting components or sell it. There's a couple of more vampires. They haven't seen me yet. So, first we're going to ping them. So that's 60% more damage on, well, 60% more quick hack damage. So now we'll hit them with a contagion. I'd like to double stack it, but I don't have enough RAM remaining. But 60% more damage should do the trick. Right, I don't have a lot of free RAM. Double cyberware malfunction. And I don't have... What I'm trying to go for here is another quick hack combo. You stack a double cyberware malfunction on somebody, and I do have enough RAM to do this now. And you follow it up with a short circuit. The short circuit does 10% more damage for every stack of cyberware malfunction on the target, and also causes any of their weak spots to explode. So, and my explosions do 80% more damage. Right, I'm very low on RAM now. You know what? I'm just going to shoot them with a smart gun, because that also works. Ah, I need to lock onto that guy. Let's hit him with a cyberware malfunction, and another one. And a short circuit. Oof. Yeah, you like that, don't you, bitch? Where are they all coming from? Fine, we'll just shoot them. Okay, I think that's it. I think I now have a clear run to the wreck of Space Force 1. We're going to pick up some loot, of course. It's all good stuff. Right. We're coming, Madam President.
Run!
Yes, yes, I see the hatch. We're fine.
Get inside quick. Fuel tank's insulated. It won't explode. See anything?
Whole lot of wrecked aircraft.
Anyone alive?
Nobody jumping out to greet me.
Shit! Are we too late?
Pretty quiet in here. Like, tomb quiet.
If that's true, then... need to be sure. Need confirmation she's dead. Keep moving back. You'll see a safe room. I'll pop the release on the door.
What's this? Oh yeah, Texas. The Republic of Texas, to give it its full title. An independent state. One that President Myers would really, really like to bring back under federal control. But tough shit, it's Texas. So where's this president? A lot of dead people. Oh, there's something up ahead. What's this? Minutes on a staff meeting. Don't give a shit. Hold on, Madam President. The cavalry's here. Oh, fuck. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls.
Not one move!
President Rosalind Myers.
Who are you? You have 5 seconds.
Relax. Songbird sent me.
And you are?
Name's V.
Apologies. I had to be sure it was really you.
Right. Let's delta.
For anybody rolling their eyes at the whole "Hooah! USA, USA" thing going on here with President Myers, there were a couple of things that you have to know about this woman. Before she was the president of the NUSA, she was the CEO of the Militech Corporation. And before she was the president of the Militech Corporation, she was Colonel Rosalind Myers of the United States Marine Corps. She is a badass, and she can take care of herself. Although I'm happy to see she's not above accepting help if she needs it. Right, I need to take care of that mech. So cyberware malfunction, double stack it, follow it up with a short circuit, and it guarantees a one-shot on basically any mech. I mean, I might not have even needed to double stack the cyberware malfunction because mechs and robots take increased damage from short circuit attacks anyway. But the explosion, it didn't do any good to the guys standing around the mech, so hey, why not? Now, these guys just keep coming. Of course, the great thing about the smart gun is once you've locked onto a target, it doesn't matter if they take cover. You just aim up and the shots arc over the cover. You don't even need to have line of sight. Although you will eventually lose the lock once a target breaks line of sight. But various different perks in the netrunner skill tree will extend the length of time that the smart gun target lock stays active. Get down, Madam President, or at least get out of the way. There's stuff over here I think I might need to leave. Are they still? They are still coming. Alright. I've kind of got a better angle over here. So we're going to double stack contagion because it really is dangerous. How am I doing for smart gun ammo? 300 rounds. Yeah, no problem. Come and have a go. Notice the contagion is still ticking over, which is making them really easy smart gun kills. Fortunately, they're just inside the lock-on range of my smart gun. I mean, it is just an SMG. I mean, that really is the major limiting factor with using smart guns is the limited lock-on range, which you can improve by, you know, investing points into the smart gun skill tree within the netrunner build. And I absolutely could definitely be getting much better results at targets outside of a smart gun's range if I wasn't using a smart gun, but, well, don't need to because that's what my quick hacks are for. I just need a line of sight from it. Fucking hell, how many of these guys are there? Oh, we're done. Although we're not even close to being safe, but the President is no longer in imminent and immediate danger of death. So that seems like a decent place to call a halt to today's proceedings. I hope you've enjoyed today's video. I'll see you in the next one, and as always, have yourselves a great weekend. Take care. I'll catch you next time.